We got to talk about this, y'all. There's people that's staying on these jobs that they have outgrown. They are overqualified. They're just staying there going through the motions. They are overlooked and they're scared to move on because right now they feel like there's nothing else out there, y'all. In today's video, I want to talk about some of the consequences you can have for staying on a job for too long. Look, I remember about 20 or 30 years ago, maybe it was like in the early 90s, that you could go find a job and you could stay on that job for maybe 2 years, go find you another one. And there was no anxiety, no stress. Jobs were everywhere. And you could fill out that application and you could start working within that same week and sometime the same day. Y'all know everything wasn't perfect back then, but you didn't feel like you're in survival mode like we do now. But right now in 2025, everything is so different right now. You could be overqualified, get to work on time, do your job like you're supposed to, and still get laid off. And right now, people are working one job, but they're doing 3 different assignments and they're burnt out and they're scared to move on. They're exhausted and the burnout is real and the morale is real low. And y'all see what's been happening with the federal government. Nearly about 275,000 federal workers have been laid off, forced out, restructured. And a lot of people have taken those buyouts. And y'all remember those emails that were coming. A lot of people just living in fear. And let's be real, y'all, staying in a job that you have outgrown can really affect you mentally. You'll be sitting at your desk doing your job, wondering if you're really good. It will really mess with your confidence. And that has to really kill your morale and just kill your spirit deep down inside. You can be sitting at your desk and feel anxious when you're just going through the motions and just doing repetitious things without having any thought. It can make you feel like you don't even have anything to look forward to. It really doesn't help you to use your mind and to challenge yourself. And the bad part about it is you start feeling guilty about your disdain and your dislike for the job because it makes you feel some kind of way when your mind is not expanding and you feel like you can't go anywhere else. Because you don't want to express that out loud because what people going to tell you? You better be lucky you got a job. Be grateful you got a job. But that ain't the thing. You want a job, but you just want to do something that you feel like you can excel at and that you're growing and moving up. You don't want to feel like you're just stagnated on a job that's not allowing you to grow and develop. That's the worst feeling in the world because, we were created to grow and to expand. And sometimes we can get stuck in these jobs, but it ain't even our fault, y'all, because we didn't know that this was going to happen in America. All of these tariffs, all of these layoffs. And check this out, y'all. The human brain processes about 700,000 thoughts a day. So the brain craves to be challenged. Doing the same thing over and over again without any challenge can really impact how your brain functions. And that lack of stimulation can really weaken your frontal lobes. And that's the part of your brain that's responsible for memory, problem solving, and decision making. So it's not that you're lazy and forgetful sometimes. It's just that your mind is not being challenged and it's not expanding, because I've been in that position before too. At one time, I was leaving my keys in the car, locking myself out, just couldn't remember. It wasn't me, it was the job. I wasn't being challenged. I was just doing the same old thing over and over again. Right now, everybody is trying to stay safe right now because there has just been so many layoffs. I mean, Joann Fabrics has laid off. Macy's has even laid off people. And we already know what the federal government is doing. So people are just staying in safe mode and really just survival mode. That's why we got to take control and free ourselves. Like right now, y'all, I'm being intentional about everything I want to do right now. I'm being 10 toes down in my purpose and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Time is so precious. And these jobs, they take away so much from us. Our drive, our soul. So we got to pour back inside of us, and we got to take it by force, y'all. Y'all put it in the chat what you're doing to elevate your mind and create growth so you don't get stagnated. And here's a fact right here. Studies have shown that people who actively pursue meaningful goals are 42% more likely to feel fulfilled. And they report lower stress levels, even during economic uncertainty. And that's where we are today. We need to have something to look forward to. I don't care if it's making a hat. I don't care if it's a DIY project or learning something new. We have to expand our minds outside of these jobs, because a lot of times people get stuck in the titles that they have, and they no longer grow outside of those titles. And we don't want to be like that. And to be honest, the job does not care if you're not expanding in your personal life. And right now, a lot of people, they don't have any new ideas. They're not seeing new places. They're not going on vacations. They're not even creating any new memories because they don't go anywhere different. They don't meet any different people. They stay around the same people all day, every day. They never get outside of their circle. They have the same outfit on every Tuesday, the same haircut, same beat up shoes, and they eat at the exact same time for lunch every day. Nothing is out of the ordinary for them. And we don't want to be like that, so routine and not doing anything different. We got to change it up, y'all. You go to the break room, talking to your coworker, y'all talk about the same thing every day. Girl, what you gonna cook? What did little Johnny do? It's the same conversation day in, day out. I'ma leave y'all with this. One day I was just sitting in my car eating my lunch, because I like to go to my car often because I'm an introvert. And I just have to get away from the noise and the chaos and the cubicle, because I can't stand that cubicle with all those sounds and stuff. So I'm just sitting in my car and I'm just eating my lunch. And I just happen to, look at myself in the mirror. And I thought to myself, that don't even look like me. But I wasn't talking about the physical me. I was talking about the spiritual me. I wasn't feeling myself. I didn't look the same spiritually to me, because I'm a energetic person. I'm very creative and talented, but I had got in this program, and my spirit was trying to tell me, you need to get out of this program. You're not feeding yourself, and you're slowly dying. And I'm not talking about dying physically, but I'm talking about like a spiritual death. We can't do this to ourselves, you guys. We have to expand and grow. So what I did is I started doing something small each day. I started working on my affirmations. And you all know I've talked about that in the past. Like, affirmations really helps me. And I do my walks. I've been going to the gym. I have been very intentional about doing things that pleases me and helps me to grow and glow. And after I looked at myself in the mirror that time and I just started making those small changes, that's when the journey came. It was like the light bulb just came on, and I woke up out of that sleep and slumber. Let me know in the comments, have you all ever had a moment like that when your spirit is speaking to you? And y'all know I'm a believer, so God is always speaking. And also let me know what you're doing to elevate. What are you learning new every day? But that's all. And I look forward to talking to you all in the comments.